Do you feel like you have a lot of things you want to do, yet you feel like you do not have enough time to pursue as much as you would want to? Time is the most valuable asset after all, and we do not want to waste it. That is why time management is such an important skill to have, and one of the aspects of great time management is being able to tell where all of your time is going and how to adjust your schedules accordingly so you have time to actually do the things you want to do or pursue the things you actually want to. And we are going to do that by tracking our time to see exactly how long each day-to-day task takes, and then we are going to see what we can change or adjust. This video is for anyone who wants to know where all of their wasted time is going and to create the perfect daily schedules for yourself and get way more done. If you don't know me, my name is Anna and I make videos about digital planning, time management, and life organization. So if that interests you in any way, consider subscribing and hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Now let's just get right into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the Toggl time tracking Chrome extension. I would also recommend you get the phone app as well, because you can sync them and it'll make time tracking on the go a lot easier. Now I'm just showing you real quick what the settings are like, and this is just the settings that I have. You can also set reminders to track your time, and there is even a dark mode, which is always nice. Now, integrations are awesome. They have so many different apps and softwares that they integrate with. The main two I use are Google Calendar and Trello. They also have a Pomodoro setting, which is, if you don't know what the Pomodoro technique is, you can simply Google it. It's just a way of doing very long tasks in a specific way. Now the next thing is projects. When it comes to projects, I would set different areas of your life. So we have, for example, business, entertainment, eating or food, health and self-care, life, relationships, routines, self-growth, sleep, and work. So these are the ones I have. If you don't want to be this specific, you don't have to. You can make it more vague, or you can be even more specific than I am. Then there's also tags if you want to be even more specific. However, I do not find this that necessary. If you're obsessed with being very particular about that, that's totally fine. You can use tags. However, personally, I tried them and it doesn't really change much for me. But the main thing you have to do is set your projects. The next thing we are going to create a schedule for the week. I have a video on how you can create a schedule on Google Calendar. I will link it on the top right of the screen. But yeah, you can just watch that video that I linked on the top right of the screen, and you can just watch the video I recommended on the screen so you can see exactly how to do it. Since I have my Google Calendar integrated with Toggl, when I refresh the timer section, you can see there's a little sections for each day where the Google Calendar section is popping up. And see, if I go to the daily view, you can see there's also a list view. I like the weekly calendar view the most. You can, if you also want to move your tasks around like I'm doing in Google Calendar right now, that's not a problem. All you have to do is just refresh your Toggl and it will appear exactly how you changed it. Now we're just gonna start tracking a task so I can show you what this looks like. And I'm also going to show you real quick, if you want to fix your schedule or you forgot to track something, then at the end of the day you can also schedule those things in that you forgot to track. I'm also going to show you real quick how you can use Toggl in Trello and in your Trello digital planner, for example. So when you go to a card, you can see that the card itself has a start timer button. But not only that, if you have a checklist in your Trello cover, then they have little timer buttons as well. And you just press them like that, set your project, and now it's just on. If you use Trello as a digital planner, this is a great thing to have. If you don't have a Trello planner but you want to create one, or you're curious about how to create one, I will link 2 videos on the top right of the screen and you can check them out if you'd like. At the end of the week, you check your reports and see what exactly you spent your time on, where can you reduce the amount of time you spend, or etc. Now I'm gonna give you an action plan. So first of all, for the first 2 weeks, just track everything you do to see approximately how long each task takes. And at the end of those 2 weeks, look at your reports to see what you spend the most time on or what you don't spend enough time on. Then create your ideal week of your hours spent, like a time tracking goals for the week kind of thing. And I'm gonna put an example on the screen of what I mean. Now, make sure there are some free hours left after you do these calculations to give yourself some wiggle room just in case something unexpected happens or something takes longer than you thought it would. Now, the last thing is optional that I mentioned before is to create a schedule for the week in Google Calendar and then integrate your Google Calendar with Toggl. And after you've done all of this, then on the 3rd week you can start tracking your time according to your schedule and see how many things you end up getting done after doing this. And yeah, that's basically how I do it. Now, hopefully these tips helped you. If it did, at least inspire you to take a closer look at your spent time. Give it a like and share if it did. Now, everything I mentioned in this video will be linked down in the description box. Comment below and let me know, what do you think you've wasted the most time on lately? Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Ciao!